everybody, hello, welcome back. I'm still busy with the folio that we made in the ABC April 2025 hashtag thing. I seem to have lost my way somewhat with the alphabet, but I do want to get this decorated. I haven't as yet unearthed the spine cover. It's over there somewhere, but then so is half my craft room. So we'll just carry on decorating the inside. And I did actually go in and put a little drop of glue along there just to make that not so loose. It may still need another couple of drops at the top, but I'll see as we go on. So I thought today we'd have a look at our pockets, see what we've got, and then see what we need by way of tags and that sort of thing. So first off the rank is this, it's beautiful, isn't it? The heat embossed on acetate. If you don't know how to do that, go back to the A is for acetate and I'll show you how to do that, but it's very, very pretty. So yeah, let's see if we can find a page. I want a page. Oh, look at that, it's so nice. Oh, that would be nice there, wouldn't it? And still be able to see that. Yeah, okay, I'm happy with that. I'm going to do that. Let's see if I can find my double-sided. I've added to the game of Jenga today by having a cup of very hot coffee in here. So yeah, I don't know if this is too wide actually. This let's give it a look. No, I think, oh blimey, I think we're all right. Excuse me. So let's just put, I'm being decisive today about pockets. Well, I'm going to try and be decisive today, but not on that. Yeah, on that edge, yes. That was going to stick it shut then. So how is everybody doing? We are doing all right. Mr. F's had a very busy morning this morning out there in the yard, as you would call it in the States, the back garden. The guy next door has got some sort of weedy, bushy type things that are growing into the bottom of our garden, and they're a real pain, and we can't get to the bottom of it. But today Mr. F's gone in heavy-handed, and he tweezers, yeah, and he's dug out a load of the roots, which is of course the root of the problem. So he's been working hard. It's always hard digging up roots, isn't it, from well-established plants, but he did take them down to nothing at one stage, but they've grown back up. And they'll continue to do so. So he's been on the case today. Right, so this is going to go there. Now, I want it just in from the spine. I don't want it right on the spine, otherwise it just creates way too much thickness. So there we go. Isn't that pretty, just like that? I mean, it's just delicious. Give that a really good burnish down. So we know we need a journaling card for in there, but I have an idea. So there we are. There's our lovely pocket. Excellent. So let's move along the bus. We've got this page. Maybe it'd be an idea if I sorted out all the pockets that might be the way forward. What's your coffee? Okay, I'm doing my best. Not pockets, not pockets. These are sort of pockets, but I want to use them in pockets. That's a journaling card. That was my fake journaling page, which doesn't need to be in there now. Not pockets. It's got pockets inside. Journaling cards or page decorations. Notebook, tags. Have we got any pockets? Pockets. Sort of pocket. Pocket. Tags. Pocket. Pocket. I'm going to take that as well because it's not a pocket, but it is, you know, a thing to put something in. Pocket. That's a pocket, isn't it? Yeah, it is. And then loads of postcards, journaling cards over the page tabs. And these are pockets too, aren't they? Page pockets. And a pocket. And that is about it, I think. So just about everything I've got in my hand is a pocket of one sort or another. So let's see if we can find homes for these. The page pockets. Well, they're very nice. I won't mind using that. Should we do it? Should we just go for that? That's so pretty though. Never mind. Get on with it. Yeah, I like that. I'm gonna use that. Look at the back, it's every bit as pretty. So what have you guys been up to? And what's the weather like with you? I know Kerry is on her hollyhocks, on her wanderings again. She's in Queensland, so I'm expecting that it will be rather warmer than it is here. We were promised sunshine today. We were promised a beautiful summer's type day here, and I can tell you it's pretty grey, and it really is not warm. In my room it is 21 degrees. 21 degrees C, that is, before you all think I'm working at sub-zero temperatures. So there we are, that's that. And that looks pretty nice to me. I like that. Just need to find or make a nice journaling card to go in there. Okay, so let's... That looks nice, doesn't it? It really is not showing it off to its full, because that's bright, bright red. Not the other page pocket, no. What have I got? I've got some stacked pockets somewhere. That's a stacker, that's a stacker. That and that are stackers, and these two are singles. I think that one might go quite nicely there. And then we'd need two somethings to put in there, but that's okay, that we can do. So I'm going to use, if I can find it, my narrower. Oh my life, my desk's in a mess, guys. I kept it so nice as well for so long after it was cleaned, and now it's just a mess again. I don't know where my narrow... I thought I had it out somewhere. But, let me have a look. Yeah, Yay, found it. It was in the gutter at the front, of course it was. Everybody knows that's where things in this house go to hide. So I want that in front of that. It's going to be too tricky for me to do in one operation. You can do it, but I'm not going to attempt it today. I'm going to stick each one down separately. It was Jen who decided that, Jen who suggested, yes, that I use double-sided to stick my pockets down. And you can get even thinner stuff than this, which is brilliant, because from once you put glue down, it takes up so much space. It spreads like mad under your tabs, under your pockets, and just uses all your space up. So Jen suggested that I use double-sided, and it's a brilliant suggestion. Speaking of Jen, and pretty much everybody, it is amazing when I see the work that you're producing now, which is far better than mine, let's be honest. And I can see the growth in people. And your voice, you know, everybody's kind of gone in a different direction, be it grunge, be it inky stuff, be it pretty stuff. Although I must say, on our group, we've got a lot more kind of grungy people than we have that do the pretty stuff, which is good. Right, so let's just burnish that down. We might at the end of this actually get time to make a tag or something if we have got the time. Let's pick the release tape off. So there's rugby on the telly, so Mr. F's a happy boy, and I'm happy he's happy. He did buy a kit, a motorcycle kit, for his birthday, and thank you very much to the people that kindly gave him some birthday funds. He was so happy, and ordered his kit that night. So thank you to everybody who sent him some birthday money. I can tell you it was appreciated. Right, so we want to stick these together straight. So let's use that gap there and do that. Not working. Oh no, I forgot I had double-sided on. I've stuck it to the blooming page. That wasn't clever, was it? Right, let's stick the bottom one down. That's the way forward. And then that one's just going to follow suit up there. Perfect. Burnish that down. There we are. We've got two pockets there. We'll come back in a minute. We'll have a look at, see what tabs we've got and stuff like that. What we can fit in. So that's that one. This one. Maybe just maybe this one. Maybe that one. That would look quite nice there, I think. And we can want to make something to go into there. But I quite like those together. Thank you to Sue and Donna for your Christmas gingerbread mug, which I still use all the time. Yeah, I think I'll just literally put that there. I quite like it. I don't think I've got anything that I like better there. Oh, I've got that belly band though. That's got craft on it. Do I like that? You know what? I kind of do. So, is that the right length? Yes. That's quite a nice belly band actually. Right, so let's use the double-sided again. Which also saves my hands from getting covered in glue. So my knitting is proceeding very nicely. Oh, I meant to finish one. I meant to bring it along and show you. I'll show you tomorrow. But I'm thoroughly enjoying it. Knitting baby garments is such a sweet little thing to knit. And I've found a lady who writes her own knitting patterns, and they're all, well, they're all quite complex, I suppose, but I like that sort of thing. Sometimes you have to really concentrate though. So when Mr. F asks me a question and I don't answer, he's got the hang now that I'm actually counting. Counting in my head. Right, so where does this want to go? Right to the bottom there. And I'm trusting that that's straight. I think that just needs a little trim at the top, actually. It's just a bit too long. That's a shame because it would have been better if it had been a bottom. Can I get that off? No, I don't necessarily. I don't think I can without tearing it, and I don't want to do that. So I'll just have to take a little whisker off the top. It's not much, but it's enough to make it not look right. There's quite a thickness of card here as well. Oh, there we are. Everything's sticky with glue and everything. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's all it was, but enough. Okay, so that needs a journaling card of sorts. Right, so here, well, we could put that there. We could go double pocket mad. I don't know that I necessarily want something on every page, but in fact I think I might move along one. What have we got at the front? We've got that and that. So then I've got a gap here. Now here would, I think, be a good place for one of those over the toppers. So where are they? These are there, aren't they? Yes. These are lovely, I think. I really like them. So just put that over the top of there. Like so. And that's just lovely. And of course, you can stick anything you want up underneath it, and it'll hold it there. See? Secure. Okay. And we've got that page done with that lovely I can't tell you how long it took to fussy cut that out, but I'm really rather proud of it. So I love that page. Then we've got this. Right, okay. So what have we got left by way of pockets? We've got 2 single ones, a double one, and that one. Okay. So let's put, I think let's put that one there. I think that's fine. I like it. I could make it a pocket behind as well. But no, I'm not going to. I'm just going to glue that down. I must say, I have never in my life been in this position where I have plenty ephemera to decorate the journal or folio that I'm making. I usually make as I go along after I made the journal, you know, bound a journal up, or before I bound a journal, but I get everything ready. And on this occasion, all my ephemera's made. Quite remarkable. I'm going to put that towards the corner, just for the aesthetics of the whole thing. That's got a little bit of, I don't know, the paper's breaking or something. So let's use some of our freshly minted, oh, I've got that old bit, that'll do. Faux aged tape. I'm just going to put that along there, like that. And actually use it, you know, as it was intended, for sticking something to stick into something. Whoops, that wasn't what I meant to do, but never mind. Right, okay. So yeah, that looks nice. Looks nice, looks nice. Then we've got another double page. Now I think we should try and get this on here. Gosh, we haven't got that much left. Delicious. I'm going to put that on this page because it strikes me most everything else is going on this side, which is not right. Oh, and I said I needed to stick that down as well, didn't I? That's right. Let's get some wider washing. That one will do, I think. Because things were sticking to it, weren't they? It won't go over, will it? Yes, it will go over the whole thing. Brilliant. So then you can put things in and out without it getting caught up. Just trim those off. Being careful not to trim through the ribbon. That would be awful if that happened. This one I'm just going to pull back a little bit from the edge because the other one was very near the mark. There we go, right. So let's burnish that down. Lovely. Right, now I'm going to put my double-sided on it. This one. This is a pretty one. This is so not like Timmy. I can't describe it really. It just doesn't. If I saw that piece of paper, I wouldn't necessarily think Tim Holtz. It's very pretty. Nothing wrong with that. But it just, you know, Tim screams sort of distress and stuff at me. Not necessarily this. Okay, lovely. I'll just whip round the other one while I'm here. I do like my new tab maker. Discovered that, haven't we, as we've gone along. So one lady answered my comments yesterday and said she'd actually made a full journal, a page for every day of the October, where's that come from? October, the April ABC challenge. And she said she's a little bit behind, but you know, that it doesn't matter. I mean, it really, really doesn't matter. I promise you the police will never come round and say you're too slow making junk journals. The junk journal police do not exist, to be honest with you. People just make them up. I'm just trimming off my tails. Then we'll burnish that down. And this one too. Oh, I made that into a short pocket. I don't mean to. It doesn't matter though. It'll be all right. It'll be all right on the night. Let's get the release paper up. After this video, I'm going to tidy my room because Mr. F's going to start complaining soon. What was the point in getting you organised? Well, it would look at the moment like little point indeed. I don't know, I think it's because I'm in the middle of a project and everything that I've used for the project is still lying around because I might want it again, because I like when you use the same thing a couple of times over. It kind of brings everything together. Right, so that's going there. So that will be going about there. Right, so let's stick that down. That looks straight, I think so. And just bring that a little way in from the spine. There we go. That's a nice double pocket. Yeah, I like that one. So I hope that some of you that have soldiered on and made ephemera most every day, I hope you do make yourself something to put it all into, because it's really nice. You look on that, that's the project about that. So what have we got left now? A couple of single pockets. I've got a full page pocket there as well, actually. Let's start at the back and see what we've got. We've got that one. I love that. Page pocket there. I could probably get away with a single pocket there. I'd say so. Let's just see what we've still got left. That and that decorated, so I've got that as well. It's decorated, and that. Right, so I've got 1, 2, 3, and I've got 3 things. Aha, fabulous. Where was this empty page here? Here. Well, I don't really want that to go in that side, because then we'd be having to pull the thing out that way. So that's not going to work there. Same with that. And the only other page I've got is directly opposite the other one, which is no good either. So, where's my over the top one? That one. I could put that there and move that somewhere else. So that can go there. Yeah, let's do that then. I do want to use those over the top page things though, because they're lovely, and I think I've got 2 or 3 of them. I've got more than one anyway. Oh, for one awful moment there I thought you were on pause. As I was sitting here talking to myself. So that's going to go there. So we can take the journaling card out cleanly to the edge of the folio. There we go. Right. So I can't put my over the top page thing there, but I do need to put something there. So these are the 2 contenders. I quite like that one, I think. So let's stick that in place. It's 49 in market paper. Well, the Classidas paper, I very definitely disagree. It's very thick card, actually. I don't know what GSM it is, but it's blooming thick. I wish they brought out something not quite so thick. I know why they do it. It's for scrapbooking and whatever. But if they wanted to catch the journaling market a bit more, they need to bring this out thinner. In my opinion. Okay, let's just cut the ears off. There we go. Whoops. The guy from the big house over the road, he's a nice guy, but he's very correct, you know, proper, let's say. And he was out with his chainsaw this morning, cutting down overhanging branches. And of course, Jimmy from next door had to be there supervising. I said to Mr. F, surely one of these days that guy's just going to tell Jimmy to go away. Honestly, you can't do anything out there without Jimmy popping out to supervise. It's as bad as catkin. Right, let's check this. Okay, that's done. Probably needs another bit of glue at the top. Need a tag for there and a journaling card for there. Ah, I've got nothing there. Could I get away with that there? No, I couldn't. So I need something there. Possibly I could just put page edge on that, actually. That one. No, that would cover my birdie up. Can't do it there either because I've got a blinking belly band. Okay, there is no space for my over the page things. That's bad planning. Very bad planning. Let's attend to this now because it's getting on my wick. So I'm just gonna, disgusting. I'm just gonna pull this forward a little bit and just put a little bit of glue underneath at either side. press that down. I'll just put that in there, but I don't want it to catch on the glue, but I don't think it will. And that'll hold that in place much more. You know, you don't want it to be cockeyed first thing you see when you open the journal, do you? I don't think so. Lovely. Right. So we need a tag. Should we make a note? Should we make a note of what we need? Let's do that. Seems sensible to me. Oh, I've still got that one to go in somewhere. Anyway, right. Pencil's about as good as it's going to get, I'd say. Oh no, there might be a... No, there isn't. There's a fine liner somewhere. So I need a tag that measures normal tag sort of dimensions, I'd say. Oh well, maybe 4 by 6.5. Then I need a journaling card, J card, that measures 4.5 by 7.25. 7.25. Okay, then I need, well, leave that and maybe do a page edge on that. That I'm leaving just for journaling, it's just too pretty. That, I think I could get this there, which would be nice. Let's do that. Not very straight, but it'll be straight enough. Lovely. That's just a pant. Lovely. Okay. Nearly missed him. There we go. Right, let's burnish that down. And get it stuck down. I think I've got some tags and some journaling cards. Have a look and see what I think of them. See if any will fit the bill. If not, we'll make new. About there. Lovely. Perfect. Okay. So, need a tag for that. So I need 2 of those. Then I need a tag to go in here that measures 4 by 6.75. I'll see what I've got for there. That's going to get a page edger on it. That needs a I'm stopping writing them down because I've got too many to behold. Let's start at the beginning. Let's get the box of all the journaling cards and stuff out and see what we've actually got. I don't know if that blue is going to be any good at all. They are all right, they're all right. Got the two altered paper clips there. I'd forgotten about the postcards, you know. They're pretty nice. I've got those two tags. Got library cards, library pockets, should I say. Got these, the notebooks. That's a full page job. That's an insert to go in. That's a notebook. Got that one. Got that one. These ones. This one. Oh my goodness, we're quite well off. We're quite well off. Is that it? Is that everything? Well, that's sort of made, but not quite. What's that? A postcard. Okay, so yeah, I'm not as badly off as I thought I was. I'll lay those two out as well. I don't think they're going to go in this journal, but they are nice. So you never know. Right, so that's sorted. I'm happy with that. This needs something in it. That will go in there perfectly. It's green. I think it's perfect. Have I got anything that would go in there? The only things I've got that are that size are these two blue cards, and I don't think I can get away with that in there. It's just wrong. It's just wrong. No. Oh, right, something in here. Well, these are quite nice, aren't they? And maybe a postcard. Oh, I don't know. Maybe one of those as well. That's nice, isn't it? Yes, it's nice. What about these books? Well, I've got one in blue, which I've got the same problem with, and I've got one in that colour. Now, I don't know if that, I mean, it would fit, I think, but I don't think it's going to look real pretty. It just fits, but it's not made for that. It's not right. But I've got my two Edith ones. Where's the other one? Here. Too wide. Too wide. What else have I got? I've got this one. That's okay. I quite like that. Okay. Right, so now I've got these. Now, I do like those tags, and I love these. And I think that might go in there quite nicely. You could always fold that over and put a little paper clip on there. A little Timmy paper clip. It's quite delicate, this. I don't know what it was we used now, but it's quite delicate. So I'll just slide that on there. And then I need something to go in the back there. Well, that might go in very nicely. Oh, that's made to measure. This journal's getting a bit fat, to be honest. Why don't you want... Oh, I know, because I glued it down. I made a mistake, didn't I? Glued it down. So let's see what else we've got then. What about that one? Yeah, that would go in there. That's nice. Like it. I'm not going to chance my arm and put anything else in there because it's really it's chunking up. This it's chunking up. I'll leave that. I'll just put a page edge, I think, on that one. This one needs a journaling card, and we're back again to the same problems. I've got these, they're gorgeous. Oh, I was going to say they don't go, but actually it looks quite nice. What do you think? It's kind of not in keeping with anything, but it looks quite nice. I don't know if I could sleep with that. I don't know if I could sleep happily at night knowing that was like that. What about the notebook though? That would go in. That I'm happy with. I've still also got those Edith inserts. Let's just give that a try. I mean, they fit, there's no doubt about it. This one's taller, so it might be a little bit better. Yeah, I like that. I like that whole thing. That's fine. Then we've got this on this side. 2 pockets here. So I think I glued them. Oh no, I glued that all the way down. I mean, that's just gorgeous. Maybe use the other one as well. No, too much of a good thing, my dear. What about these ones? Well, these ones pick up on this, don't they, rather nicely? Yeah, okay. Right, something for there. So once again, this is my choice. There's nothing wrong with that. And possibly even less wrong with that one. But they're blue. That's what's wrong. So I need something for in there. And then I need something for in there. Right, so I've still got a load of quite like that because you can still see that. Anyway, so I still need to make some things, is what I'm saying. And we are very flush for some pieces of ephemera, not so flush for others. Yeah, I'm just wondering what that would be like in there. It's perfect. It's absolutely perfect. It's like it was made to go in there. So I'm leaving that there. Right, so first thing that we need is a journaling card to go in there. I like that postcard in there. Let's have a look at the other postcards, see what we've got, see if we like anything better. Because we've certainly got enough to choose from. I've also got that. Do you know, I think I might just do that. I mean, it's so pretty. Deserves to be used. Okay. So, given that this is the first bit then that we've got to worry about. And there's still loads of ephemera left over. But that's fine. So what I want to do is, I did measure this, didn't I? What did I do with the paper? Here it is. So it's this one, the journaling card, 4.5 by 7.25. Let's just check that. 4.5. Well, I could do with being 4.75 actually. Excuse me. So let's write that down. 4.75 by 6.75. No, that's not right. Needs to be about 7.25. 7.25. Okay, right, so let's just put this to one side for the moment. It sure is getting fat. It's bowing up now. It's looking nice though, isn't it? Okay, right, so our journaling tag, let's just, oh, I've lost my slipper now. Where's my slipper gone? There it is. That was a delicious cup of coffee, it really was. Hasten to add, Mr. F made it, I didn't. Right, so I want to show you something that Mr. F had delivered yesterday from Temu. And this is it. It's a pack of 12 by 12 papers. I don't go on Temu anymore because, not for any great moral reasons, I just don't go on it because I end up buying a load of stuff that I don't need. But Mr. F bought this, and it is, I mean, it's just paper, single-sided, and they put it in an envelope that was shorter than the thing, so it's got a bend in it, but it's only paper, so it'll come out. But look at it, how perfect is this for this journal? It's absolutely glorious. I just love it all. And they're all different. I think there's about 25 sheets, and they're all different, so I won't go through them all with you, but enough so you get a nice, they are beautiful. So yeah, that's the flavour of those. They are so perfect for this journal, so perfect. And I'm going to use this one. This is the only one that's got a hint of a tint of colour in it. Very, very nice. So I'm thinking I'm going to use that, just plain, as a journaling card. Now I want it to be 4.75, and I want to be able to see those roses. So let's get my cutting thing out, and I'm going to cut that at the edge of that rose, about there, and that won't go to waste. That's way too pretty to chuck out. So I want it 4.75, so let's make that 4.75. And I want it 7.25. So I'll just cut that off right at the top of there. And I'm just going to measure 7.25 here and mark it because it's just easier and more accurate actually than getting the arm of the guillotine out, cutter, chopper, whatever it is. Here's my mark. Okay, so that's going to be our journaling card, just as easy as that. Really, really easy. and I've got some thicker card out to stick it onto. Oh, there's two pieces there. I thought it felt very thick. And we'll literally just stick that on round the corners, ink around it, and Bob truly is your uncle, but in spectacular fashion. I love these papers. I couldn't even tell you what to look for. I guess they're just Botanical 12 by 12s or something. But I couldn't believe it when I mean, I saw the front page first, obviously, and as I was going through, I thought, this is incredible. These papers were meant for us, for this little Botanical folio. Let's just stick that on there, right into the corner. Well, something's off straight here. Well off straight. Okay, look at that. It's beautiful. I haven't tried it yet to see if it takes ink or anything. It feels like it should, but I can't guarantee that, I'm afraid. So let's cut this out. Let's get rid of all this rubbish on my blade first. Might be an idea. So I think this is what we'll have to do from now on, is just kind of methodically go through, see what we need, see what we can make, and carry on from there. Definitely going to have to have some page edges for some of them, which is fine because that keeps it relatively thin, because I am getting slightly worried about the bulk involved, because there's rather a lot. I knew that would happen, but you know, when you sew signatures in singly, you do buy yourself a bit more space. But it's not magic, you know. There we go. Let's try that in just before we ink it. Make sure it's doing what we think it's going to do. No, I don't want that for that one. I want it for this one because it's got that lovely pinky hue to it. Oh, isn't that gorgeous? It's just gorgeous. Okay, let's ink it up then, and then it can go in there. So I'm using archival today, don't ask me why. It's just what I'm using. Such pretty paper. There we go. Gorgeous. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. So the next thing we need is something to go in there. No, not today, I don't think. That's finished. That's finished. That's all finished. Page edger on there will be fine. Need some glue in there, I think. In fact, that there is very possibly the culprit of why that is being awkward. So let's try the other Edith one, because it just stays closed up on its own volition. I think that would be fine there. yeah, I'm pretty sure it'll be fine. Why did we not like this? I don't know, but I think that it marries better. So I'm going to put that in there. But I am going to do that trick with the glue. Well, it's not a trick. And just shorten that down a little bit. And the same at the bottom. I'll just put some clips in there just to hold it. So there's a lot of sort of toing and froing and faffing around when you're just putting a journal together. But you know, it's very often the nicest, most pleasurable bit. So that's going to go in there like that, so that's fine. That's finished, that's finished, that's finished. That looks lovely. Really like that. That's finished, and we haven't got anything there but a page edge might look nice there. And we need something to go in there. Right. Do you know what, guys? I'm going to call that a day for today, and I'm going to have a think. I'm thinking that we've got an awful lot of these postcards, and it seems a shame not to use them now. I could use a paper clip on there and just hold that in place. I could, no, I couldn't use an altered paper clip, but I'm going to just try a paper clip. I've only got the teeny tiny ones, excuse me. Let's put it in that way. Seems to balance out better. I'm going to put it kind of there, so it's got some chance of holding. There. Yeah, I like that. When we've got a card in, you know, that is not stopping us working as a pocket at all. So yeah, great. So that's that. We are progressing. In fact, we're really progressing. And there's some nice pages in here. That's lovely. That's possibly my favourite. And we've got that, of course, with a nice notebook. That's nice as well, isn't it? And that probably needs something as well. Nothing stopping me doing the same thing. Which I could use that. Could use that there. That goes nicely with that. Yeah, I'm going to do that. We can change our mind, you know, at any stage. So don't worry if you put something somewhere and you think, don't like it, whip it out. Come on. Oh, I see. It wants to be further up. It wants to be about there, I would say. Like that. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? That might need something on it, I think. I don't know what. Anyway, that's enough of me rabbiting on for one day. I can't shut it because I can't get the clips off. So I have to find something for Mr. F to photograph. What do we like? Quite like that. Might leave that. Yeah, I'll leave that. All right, guys. Thanks very much for joining me. As ever, it has been quite lovely. Thank you for your company. And we'll crack on, as soon as I'm able and everything. And we'll get this finished. Hopefully by the end of April. I would have thought so. And I'll see you really soon. Bye for now. Bye.